Alrighty, guys, just checking my mic. Give me a second. Okay, guys, sorry guys about this. So I can't really do too much of what I'm doing because I had to unplug something. It's personally the reason why I physically fucking hate the PS5 Pro. Personally, it's kind of making me want to go get a PS5, just a regular PS5 or a PS5 Slim, to be honest. Because I was able to have this thing plugged in through Bluetooth. Well, specifically that I have something plugged in the back or the front, wherever I wanted to plug it in. But on the PS5 Pro, they only give you fucking two of them, and it's not making it easier for myself to do that. I'm actually in the middle of like looking up on GameStop's app right now for PS5 system right now. Um, I don't think I would do the PS5, but definitely maybe like the disc edition for PS5 Slim. I might do. Um, and luckily GameStops definitely have them, so that's good. Um, yeah. So plus, another thing I wanted to kind of let you guys know before I swap back. Actually, I can use my mouse and my other stuff. Um, oh wait, I can only use my mouse. So we'll look at we'll look at or I'll just use my controller for now. Just to back out for a little bit for a second, so I can so you guys can see this instead of just looking at the settings. Um, so yeah, so this is a big thing that I'm gonna let you guys know about. And this has to definitely do with what's gonna be going on. Um, if you guys didn't know, I am pretty much going to be trying to get a driver's license, pretty much a permit, because that's the first step first before getting a driver's license or any kind of driver's license. Um, and so a lot of my patience and focus will be going towards that, leaving that there's not going to be a lot of times of myself playing video games. Um, and you guys might think like, what does that mean for streams? So don't get me wrong, I'll still be doing streams, even if I have to, even though I'm doing, stuff for my car. I'll still definitely be planning on, you know, even with a car, I'll still do videos and maybe show off my new car or something. Um, like go into in a parking lot that's blank or something, and then like review, like show you guys like what my car looks like and stuff. Um, or which vehicle I did pick out for myself. But yeah, so the reason why I'm thinking about this is because this got me really thinking, and why a lot, and I mean, no, this is no joke, a lot of my friends have swapped over to PC. 100% over to PC. And I am being dead honest. Like, my friend that comes over here all the time to play on my PlayStation, he usually pretty much tells me, saying, like, dude, this actually sucks. This is not good. Always complains because, I don't have a PC here. And so pretty much what I'm going to be doing in this video is pretty much going to be playing Assassin's Creed Mirage physically from the start. Um, Hopefully with New Game Plus if I'm able to. So I'll do this. Um, and then yeah, so I will be doing New Game Plus because I have completed this game before, but and this comes to what I'm going to be talking about right now. Because like I said, I'm going to try to get all my talking stuff out of the way right now. and then I'm gonna be swapping back to my keyboard, so then I can play the game and give you guys some gameplay, with no mic. Um, and so yeah, so pretty much my plan is that I am gonna be planning on getting, uh, or it's not official yet. I have to check in with some stuff, like making sure everything works out fine. Um, but I was like thinking to myself that if I saved my money that I have been saving so far, plus a about some money at the beginning of June, if I save a decent amount of money, but take back my pre-order for the Switch 2, I could actually get a PC right now. That's actually no joke, you guys. I can 100% be able to get a PC. And the reason why I'm thinking about this is because not because I hate Nintendo, not because I don't like physical copies and stuff. Don't get me wrong. I have VHS, I have DVD, I have Blu-ray, and I have 4K Ultra HD movies. Not a lot of 4K Ultra HD movies, but still. Um, I have my old school consoles with physical cases and manuals and stuff like that. I love physicals. I'm still gonna be planning on getting those, even though I'm gonna be pretty much planning on getting a PC. Um, but the biggest reason of this is that because I'm not gonna be really having a lot of time when it comes to video games, specifically because like just in case if I go to work with myself planning on going to try to get a driver's license, that's gonna take some time out of my day. Pretty much, going to work, that's gonna take some time out of my day. Um, so plus I have some meetings I usually go, every like couple 2 to 3 months, that I need to go to. And I can't miss those, so it's like there's so much, like literally there are so much stuff that I am trying to plan on doing, and making sure that I am doing really well with these things because like I said, me going to work is a big deal for me. Me going to get a car is a very huge thing for my future. Because like I said, like if I'm gonna be planning on getting a girlfriend and having kids in the near future, I would rather have a car than not having a car. Plus, it suits me in my favors because just in case if my friends need help with something, I can be there for them. Finally, for the first time ever. So there's just so much that, you know, and don't get me wrong, I am still going to be playing video games. That is not a thing that I'm not going to be not doing. I'm still going to be playing my PS2. I'm still going to be playing my Wii. I'm still going to be playing my GameCube. I'm still going to be playing on my PS5. Like, I'm still trying to figure out if I want to do PS5 Pro though. Um, But don't get me wrong, PS5 Pro does do really well when because I did upgrade the what was it? I did upgrade The Last of Us Part 2 and I've been playing a little bit of it through the PS5 Pro and it does look pretty smooth and beautiful because it's locked at 60 frames per second and all this other stuff. Plus I also swapped my Fortnite account over to the PC version of account. Stuff for my Destiny 2 stuff. Also, like I'm pretty much preparing myself for a PC. And like I said, don't get me wrong about the Switch 2. It's not that I don't want to get it, and it's a very difficult situation right now because yes, I don't physically own a Switch right now. I am gonna be talking to my friend about this and like trying to get information about this because there is still a good chance I will still plan on get the Switch, but not really extra games like I was thinking about planning on to, um, and the same thing goes what I was going to be planning on doing. There is still going to be some things that I will be planning on getting for my Steam Deck, like Stellar Blade and stuff, but most of my money I will start doing is starting to build up for the PC. So my two options are those that I will s- stop my pre-order for the Switch 2 and then purchase the PC, or get my system for the Switch 2 and then build up to get my PC. So I have a very hard situation to look into. Because yes, we are a little bit less than a month away. Like, or let me give you guys the actual days left. And so right now we have about 1, 2, 3, 4, 10. Wait. 10, 20, 21. Between 25 to 26 days. The reason why I say 25 to 26 is because just in case if I do a night launch, again, if I am planning on doing this, because I do technically do own or do have the Nintendo Switch plus the Mario Kart World game together, and again, there's a really good chance that I will still do it, but there's also a very high chance that and it's the reason why I want to talk to my friend about it, because not saying that I don't like my Nintendo or I don't like Switch. Don't get me wrong about that. I love the Switch. I love the games that I played on it. But to be fully honest, and I'm being 100% truthful, honest, when I had the Switch, when I had the Nintendo Switch OLED, and I mean the Nintendo Switch OLED, the Pokemon Limited Edition, I barely touch it. I played Splatoon 3 for a little bit, about like 2 to 3 days. Stopped after that. I played Hogwarts Legacy for a little bit on it. Barely. Um, Not because of the graphics, it's just because I just, like I said, but I could tell you guys right now, on my Steam Deck, and this is very crazy. Sorry, I have a new intro, so I have to turn it down so you guys, I don't get like copyrighted from something else. Um, yeah, no, I can tell you guys right now, I have put in so much more hours onto the Steam Deck than I do on my Nintendo Switch, and I can tell you guys that. So I recently bought a lot of good games or big games on Steam Deck, but here are the games, and this is how many hours I put on it. So Resident Evil Village, I put 3.4 hours already on it. I just started just yesterday, and I'm already at 3.4 hours on it. Dreamlight Valley, I'm at 10.2 hours. Plus, I was gonna be playing a little bit later today for an additional some time, so that's gonna change by later tonight. Um, Resident Evil 7 Biohazard, I have been playing this game for about 67 minutes. I've been kind of rushing the game because it's Resident Evil 7 Biohazard. I like Village for some reason. I like Village over Biohazard for some reason. Kingdom Hearts 1.5 and 2.5 remix. I have I have officially been playing that for about 4 hours. Um, Resident Evil 2, not so much time, but about 3 minutes because I've been having difficulties of trying to figure out control the settings and all this. It was a big mess, and so I just kind of like refreshed it and then just like kind of took a break from it because it was my literally did not have a brain cell after that. um, and then Halo the Master Chief Collection, I have already played for about 31 minutes. I played a little just to see the details of how it will play out, how the cutscenes look, and then I pretty much took a break after that of Halo Reach. So I was pretty excited about that. The very first Prince of Persia game, 2.5 hours. Tomb Raider, it's the newer version of Tomb Raider. It's the series that's Tomb Raider, Rise of the Tomb Raider, and Shadow of the Tomb Raider. It's that series. But the first one I have been playing about 3.6 hours. Horizon Zero Dawn Complete Edition. That's pretty much the very first one. I've been playing 5.3 hours on that one. Days Gone, I played 110 hours, so pretty close to an hour, or a little bit above an hour. Um, Tomb Raider Anniversary, I've been playing for 64 minutes. Um, Prince of Persia: The Sands of Time, such a freaking good game. I love this game. I beat this on Xbox. I'm in the middle of playing it on my GameCube, but I also been playing this on my Steam Deck of an 8.4 hours. Tomb Raider Legend. These are like the older versions of Tomb Raider. This one I've been playing for about 58 minutes. Prince of Persia Warrior Within. It does say that I've been playing 17 minutes of it, but I don't remember pressing on that one. Bully, I have played about 68 minutes. Trying to figure out other games. Halo Infinite, just the multiplayer part. I've been playing it about 3 hours altogether. Um, let's see here. What other ones? Uh, Magic the Gathering Arena. I have played that one for about 105 minutes, so pretty close to an hour. Um, what else was on here? Some games I haven't touched yet though, sadly though. But Splitgate, I have played, and this is not the new one that's coming out. It's the very first one, Splitgate. I played that for about 2.8 hours. Um, VR chat, even though it's just throughout chat. I played for about 55 minutes. Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. I played that one for 35 minutes. Just put in some couple games at nighttime. I usually only play Yu-Gi-Oh! At nighttime. The reason how I know this is because of this. Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links I have played for 138.1 hours. Um, and then I can't see Destiny 2 on here. Um, Let me look it up real fast. Even though I don't technically play Destiny 2 on here because it's not, allowed. Um, but like I said, this is connected through the PC version too because I did play Destiny 2 at the very beginning of PC when I was on PC. And no joke, I have physically played, um, I actually kind of want to look at this real fast, you guys. Sorry, guys. I know you guys see like the New Game Plus right now, but you guys gonna see a little blank thing for right now. I just want to check something out for Destiny 2 on my PlayStation account. For Destiny 2. Ooh, pretty close. Pretty close. Okay. Sorry, guys, about that. The reason why, because I wanted to see if I was pretty close to my PlayStation account. And yeah, I'm actually really close. So my PlayStation account had about like 900 and something hours. Pretty much close to 100 plus hours on Destiny 2 on PlayStation. But on PC, you guys will not believe this. 661.9 hours. So this PC version, I am so close to getting to 100 or one, pretty much almost close to 1,000 hours. Also on between, but like I am more closer to the 1,000 hours on PlayStation than I am on PC because like it's been like a certain amount of years since I last played on PC. And yeah, like you can kind of already see right there that I just do put a lot of attention on not just my Steam Deck, but also my PC when I used to have a PC. I barely played on my PlayStation. I barely played on Xbox when I had my PC. I barely touched my the very first Nintendo Switch system. Like seriously, it was crazy. Personally, I'm telling you guys this right now. There is a very high chance that I will plan on buying the older Switch if I really want to. Again, not because I don't want to get the Nintendo Switch 2 system. It's just that most of the games that I want to play, I wanted to play it in one place. Literally one place. And most of my games that I want to play, like Halo, Destiny 2, Call of Duty, Spider-Man, Horizon series, the Horizon Forbidden West and uh, the Forbidden West and Zero Dawn and stuff. Um, Pretty soon, definitely pretty soon, Stellar Blade, Star Wars Outlaws, and so many big, and mainly definitely when it comes to exclusive games too, like Ghost of Tsushima and so many other ones. PC is one of those places that I can play most of those games all in one place. But if I got the Nintendo Switch 2, it's like I'm dividing my games to different platforms. So like I know that like definitely like there are going to be some games that I will be needing to definitely download or buy through PC, um like the Kingdom Hearts, finishing up the Kingdom Hearts franchise. And like I said, that's why I have my Steam Deck to start the process of doing this stuff. Like I have Kingdom Hearts 1.5 and 2.1.5 and 2.5 remix. I just need to get 2.8 and Kingdom Hearts 3. Um, Resident Evil. I already have the Biohazard and Village. I already have the Ethan Winters story right there. Um, I have Dreamlight Valley that I've been putting a lot of hours on. Uh, Halo. A lot of the PlayStation exclusives so far of, Days Gone and Horizon Zero Dawn and so many other big games that I thought would never come to PC whatsoever is coming to PC. So, and like I said before, and I was saying before, it's not that I do not want to, uh, it's just like it's not that I don't like Nintendo. That is not the reason why I'm thinking about this. I'm thinking it as because of my other things going to be planning on doing. Because with other things I'm planning on doing, like trying to get my Power Ranger toys, I want to get those day one. I also want to plan on getting uh, what is it? Um, the OLED TV. I'm still planning on going to be most of the bigger items, like definitely like a car and stuff like that. That's definitely going to be like maybe next year or something in 2026. But you can kind of see that I have so many things that I'm planning on trying to get this year. And if I got the Nintendo Switch 2, I have to double up myself. I have to work double time to get the things I want to try to get. Getting my Power Ranger stuff, getting Nintendo Switch 2 games, all this other stuff. Where if I got my PC, I'm not worrying too much. Where I can take my time getting my stuff. So, like I said, because in my personal opinion, you know, I'm going to be busy. A lot of my busyness is going to be going to work, focusing on going to work so I can build up my money, being able to go do fun stuff and like and my another big item that I definitely want to do is have an animal. I've been wanting a dog. I love animals. I want to get a dog. I want to get a cat. I want to get two animals that love each other that I will love both at the same time. And so, then that's going to make me happy. That's going to make me happy. I'm going to be playing on PC. Um, Definitely when it comes to me doing PC stuff, um, I'm definitely going to be rearranging my room definitely when it comes to that because I have to move a lot of cords out of the ways. I have to, you know, there's a lot of things I have to definitely do, definitely before I get my animals. But these are the things that I wanted to talk to you guys about. I was hoping to talk to you guys about this during the stream, but then, like I said, I totally forgot that the PS5 Pro fucking doesn't have a damn thing in the damn front like it used to do on the older PS5 systems. And I think even the PS5 Slim also fucking has it too. But for some reason, the PS5 Pro doesn't. And I don't know why. It's kind of stupid. And definitely with the dumb thing that Xbox is doing, where I'm happy that I have the Series X, but at the same time, I feel bad for other people that might be wanting to get the Series X and stuff. That because I heard that the prices went up for them, for everything, their systems, their controllers, uh, you know, their headsets. I don't know about the games though. I don't think the games yet. I don't know about in the Xbox store though, but I definitely know like GameStop, Target, those places, they're not going to sell those a little bit expensive. No, I don't think so. Um, but like I was saying before, I just been spending so much money on video games that I'm not, because like I said, like I'm trying to push myself to getting a car. I want to be, feel free to explore, you know, and then definitely when it comes to wanting to be with my family, you know, I want to be able to, spend time with my family before we move out of California, if that happens, or if I want to move out with them, you know, if that happens. Because there's a good chance that I might find that I love living in my hometown and I want to stay there. So there's a very high chance that I want to do that. But like I said, like with me owning just a PC, my Steam Deck as my handheld system, that gives me the chance to be able to do games that I can't play on my Steam Deck that I can play on my PC. That's what I'm talking about, like so like on my PC I could be able to do things like Call of Duty, Star Wars Outlaws, pretty much more powerful games. Definitely like and for definitely for example, GTA 6. That's another big game that I'm definitely gonna be making sure I get, and but at the same time, I really want to get myself out there and, try to get a job, try to, try to save money to get an animal, plan on getting an OLED TV, you know, get like a little table specifically for my old OLED TV and stuff. And who knows, maybe I might just use my PlayStation, specifically for that OLED TV or something. Um, so there's just so many big options and so many opportunities that I could have gotten all this stuff done already. That 100%. I really could have gotten the OLED TV done. I could have still had it even to this day. I could have easily had, I could have easily put my money together to get a PC. And I technically did. I was young and I didn't know how to upgrade. It was the time when I didn't ask for help thinking that I was better than anybody. And yeah, that was the rough time for me when I was younger. So, the more that I got older, I'm 29 years old and, I'm starting to finally figure out that, I need to let my wings fly. I want myself to set free into the world, and that's where the driving comes in of, maybe even driving to work, to be honest, driving to work, driving to McDonald's once in a while, driving to, a buffet or something to celebrate someone's birthday. Just there's just like a lot of big things that I feel like I, I just I just definitely think it's one of those things where like I feel like I really I don't know. I just really don't know. I don't know. And but all I know is that I want to be able to have all my games in one place, so I'm not figuring out where I'm gonna get okay, do I want to get it for this system? Do I want to get it for this system? Do I want to get it, I'm done with that, like I'm done. Like it's very frustrating. I wish I just had one system and that was the PC. I wish I kept it. But that was in the past. But yeah, so the only time that I'm okay with myself getting certain games or even the same game for both systems is the old school consoles. Those are the only reasons why I've been doing it even to this day. Like literally Kingdom Hearts, for example, I pretty much have at least the 1.5, 2.5. I have officially have 1.5 and 2.5 on every system. PlayStation, Xbox, Nintendo Switch, and PC because of the Steam Deck part. Um, yeah, I literally have it on every single system. And if I didn't say Xbox, Xbox. But yeah, no, I have it. I literally have that one specifically on every single system. And then same thing goes with the Kingdom Hearts 3. If I get Kingdom Hearts 3 on my Steam Deck, I will literally have Kingdom Hearts 3 on every single system. So, you just kind of see right there that, there's just things that I want to just keep everything in one place and not having to go like, oh, okay, I need to go finish this game on this game. I need to go do this on this one. Like, I want to be able to just enjoy my games and enjoy it on one place. I usually love playing it on my PC when I used to have it. I played a lot of Destiny 2. I played a lot of other games when I was on PC. But I think it was like my old account. But even Fortnite, Fortnite was one of the big ones that I pretty much was playing on PC. And that's why, 100% why I swapped, it's actually one of the reasons why I put my PC version of Fortnite on my PlayStation, so I can get the Star Wars skins and the Sith, um both the Sith, Jedi, Palpatine and General Grievous, because I really wanted to have those on my profile. Um, plus, um, pretty much what I did was that I got the Fortnite crew pack. I did get enough to be able to get. Um, I did get enough to be able to get both the Carpenter skins, one from the Music Pass and one from the actual shop. Um, and so that's pretty much all I'm going to be doing for the shop wise. But I'm going to be because I'm going to be getting skins in the battle pass. I'm going to be getting the skins from the Lego pass. I'm going to be getting skins from the music pass, and so on. So and the OG one too. So yeah. So you can kind of see that there's so many things that I'm so excited for PC. So it's like at the end of the day, it's like I said, like I love Nintendo Switch too. Don't get me wrong. I'm definitely hyped for people that are. I'm definitely very excited for the games that are coming out for it. Mario Kart World, uh, and Pokemon. But to be honest, I'm not gonna spend almost enough that I can get a PC just for two freaking games that are only exclusive for the Nintendo Switch 2 system. Plus, I already have a GameCube that I can pretty much go continue to go buy games for. So I'm not too worried about that. And so, and I would rather have be able to play my GameCube games here in my own home than having to pay a whole big ass like, you know, a price to play on the GameCube. You know, like that's kind of it didn't make sense to me. So I'm crossing my fingers, hoping that my friend will say yes, but you know, who knows? Um, but yeah, so after today's stream, there is, I am gonna be, I don't know if I'm gonna do a stream tomorrow or what. I know my friend's gonna come over for like a little bit, I think. But tomorrow's Mother's Day, so like, he said he's gonna be busy with his mom. And I don't have a car, so I can't even see my mom. So I'm gonna be kind of calling my mom tomorrow. But after I'm done calling my mom in the morning, and after I get my cup of coffee, pretty much what I was gonna be doing is pretty much gonna be planning on streaming again. But I might play not on mouse and keyboard, but I might play some Fortnite, just using the headset and the controller. But for tonight, through and I'm just gonna make sure that this thing is gonna be charging. So yeah, so I hope to see you guys soon. I will say in the chat when I'm gonna type in there saying that I'm ending my stream now. Then I'm gonna end my stream. So yeah, so I hope you guys do enjoy the brand new game plus of Assassin's Creed Mirage. Again, this is my very first, like not my first time playing this on mouse and keyboard, but because I played a little bit of it, but not too much of it. Um, so yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed the mouse and keyboard PC version of Assassin's Creed Mirage on New Game Plus. But for now, guys, of my voice, I'll see you guys in tomorrow's Fortnite video. Peace.
Basim, we should keep moving.
I would like to look around first, if I may. Baghdad and its surroundings call to me.
Very well, but do not be long. There will be much to do once we reach Harbia.
Look for a lattice-covered courtyard near Shah's mosque. That is where Noor was gathering his information. That is where we will be.
Now, where does my heart take me?
هذا ليس من الحكمة.
Such familiar sights. Greetings once again, Baghdad. Show me what I have missed.
سأجعل السويق أكثر لزوجة الليل.
Show me the path ahead.
Citizens, be warned that a nest of cobras has been tormenting travelers far beyond our city gate. Tread carefully as you come.
So this is a Hidden One's bureau. I expected some sort of hovel.
Some bureaus are. Others can be fitted with gold trim. Wherever space we settle, all that's important is that our occupancy remains a secret.
We certainly have that here. Have you found anything helpful?
Nothing hinting at Ali's whereabouts. However, Noor was in contact with someone named Beshi. A name I recognize as one of Ali's closest allies within the rebel collective. He's a dock worker at the Upper Harbor. See if he's in the area. He may have something to tell us about Ali's disappearance.
I have found something. It seems Noor mapped out this very district. Mark the factories area to the north.
What is there?
Rebel sympathizers. If Noor visited this area for any reason, it is worth following upon.
Understood.
These are not strong leads, but they are a start nonetheless. Fulab and I will see what more we can uncover.
Be careful.
Is there anything more you can tell me about the Sharia district? Why would it be of interest to Noor?
The people there are in quiet support of the rebels. Common folk, workers, merchants. Come to think of it, Noor did make mention of a new contact. A merchant. It may be this merchant dwells in Ashara, among the dying leather factory workers.
I will keep an eye out for a stall.
كم يلزمنا من الحصى لصنع جيش كامل من أجل الوطن؟
لن يتفوقوا بكلمة
في خراسان.
What see you, my friend?
يساعدني قائد الحرس إذا طلب.
Go, Enkidu.
كان ينبغي إخبار ذلك الأبلة
يا لوقاحة هذا الأبله، يخبرني ألا أنسى العسل.
أتريد الذهاب لرؤية حملان الراعي؟
هل فقدت صوابك؟
جميعا هناك ما يكفي لإشباع جيش. ما كل ذلك إذا عندما كنت في الأندلس العام الماضي الفوضى التي لا بد أن يواجهها محمد لم أكن أتوقع ذلك. كانت مهارة مزدحمة ليلة البارحة والذي يمكن وغناه.
Just a moment.
Darwish!
Basim? Azizi? I thought you were dead.
I feared the same.
What are you doing here? Your clothes. You are one of them now. How?
A hidden one. Under Roshan's guidance.
Oh, forgive me. This is all too much. When I did not find you among the dead, I hoped that somehow you had escaped. I spent many nights praying for your life, praying that you found safety. Today, Allah has answered me.
I am not worthy of your prayers.
What happened that night was not your doing. It was the doing of evil men. You know this. It is why you have chosen to walk this path. It is why I have found my way to Baghdad. Ali ibn Muhammad is brash and sees himself a great hero of prophecy. I loathe the man, but we fight a common enemy. One I must help defeat if my soul is to one day rest.
So it is true. You are the rebel merchant who was helping Nur.
What has become of him?
He clings to life, but he is safe among our people. I am to continue his work, and hunt Baghdad's oppressors. Ali was helping Nur get closer to one such man. But as you may know, he has since disappeared.
He hasn't disappeared. He has been captured, a fate shared by many rebels of late.
Do you know where he is being held?
He was taken to the Khurasan Gate guardhouse. But that was weeks ago. You even leave like they do.
It is good to see you again.
Just watch yourself. You may be in better hands, but I'm still a nagging old man. And Basim, if ever you are feeling a little thievish, come see me. I could use your help. For a good cause, of course.
أحمق من عند خيرك داخلا. ثلاثة إلى صاحب عليك استدعاء الحرس.
ظريف للغاية.
قد أصابني سوء الحظ ليس إلا
Hey! Keep your distance.
كل شيء الأخبار الواردة. لا تذهبوا إلى السجستان.
يمكن أن العثور على بعض القصب الموجود هناك. سأريد أن أضع الضفادع في ستعلمني الحياة قليلا.
This is the outpost Ali was taken to. Cast your gaze, Enkidu.
I'll play you when I find you. Hey, die! الأتراك سيتحركون ضد المسؤولين مرة أخرى، لكن ابن إسحاق سيتجرى الخداع وفي هذه بالتأكيد.
Die now! Run! Faithless coward! Fierce warrior. I see. Come no closer. I'll get to the bell.
Just don't forget we need to check in with the commander before ship's end. What? Did I ever tell you about the time the Amir went mad at the Sahib Asharta?
I saw that before. Are you and the scribe ever going to play nicely together?
Not likely. The man thinks he can let loose his tongue just because of his rank.
I saw that before. Are you and the scribe ever going to play nicely together?
Not likely. The man thinks he can let loose his tongue just because of his rank. If he gets in my way again, I will kill him myself.
And who will record the prisoners then? You? You cannot fasten your own braces, let alone write.
If it means we rid ourselves of his blithering, I will happily learn.
Hold on!
What? Help! I require assistance!
What?
You're out there, aren't you?
God, coward won't be so lucky next time.
That one looks like a scribe. I will hold on to that for you. This looks like a scribe's quarter. A list of prisons, all paired with different marks.
حاضرا درس الكندي. رئيس القضاة مستغرقا في درس.
I think the eunuchs are up to something.
من العجز أليس كذلك؟ على الإطلاق.
الأحمق من الصعب.
الذي أعرتني إياه الشتاء الماضي.
Ali's close ally Beshi. He may know more. I should seek him out near the harbor. That may be Beshi rallying those men.
Side by side.
Are you Beshi? I am with Nur. You knew him, yes?
I knew him. Last I saw, he was being chased from the city. Does he live?
Barely, but he is safe.
Stubborn bastard. What do I call you?
Basim.
Very well, Basim. Have you a blade? other than that butter knife you carry. You may fancy yourself something bigger just now.
For what? Are you setting off to find Ali?
Not quite yet. These here are only half my men. The rest are being held at the Haba, further up the road.
There may be too few of us to wage an attack. If you want to save your men, our approach should be a cautious one. I will go, quietly. Have these men lie in wait and escort those we free.
Your kind all think the same way. But it is a sound plan.
Care to sample our melodic delights?
ماذا؟ مهلا.
Don't want you here.
Wait, what?
Your fate is sealed. Show me everything.
Hey, what's that?
What?
Something going on.
Hey!
What's that?
What?
Stop right there!
Huh. Where did... Hey, what? Thank you so
Get
much.
to the docks. Find Beshi.
Hey, what? Halt you! Halt! Huh? So strange. Can't avoid me forever.
Thank you. I mean it.
Hey, you! A word!
Halt!
Hey!
Sure.
Right. Back to the boredom.
Doing our jobs is never a bad idea.
Hey, what's going on?
No. Over here! If trouble comes our way, we'll be ready.
That would hide a man well.
Huh?
So, what do you think? Is Ali working with Yahya or
What?
somebody else?
Vigilance is
We're
a
tired of
reward.
nothing is the jump lead.
Anyone comes for us, they'll get a nasty surprise.
Huh? I've taken this. Fighting with the Amir of Barda back in...
Alert! We've got company!
Don't worry. We won't let our guard down.
Let's have a look. Hold on!
Hey! Come out, coward! Not done with you. Worth checking. Wait, just...
Help me!
That is the last. I must regroup with them.
You are a hound, Basim.
I am only doing my part. Together, we will see the end of what ails this city.
Look no further than Al-Ghul, the man only spoken of and never seen.
What can you tell me about him?
He takes enemies of the Caliphate and makes them dig in the desert. Prisoners, rebels, laborers. In search of what? I do not know. These men were captured with Ali weeks ago and were destined to perish beneath the sands.
Not Ali. He's been taken elsewhere. They marked and separated us. Ali was in another group. They wanted to question him about you and your friends.
Can you show me this marking?
What are you thinking?
Ali and Noor got close enough to Al-Ghul that he took notice. If we find Ali, he can lead us to Al-Ghul.
It is but one path. There may be another. I will go where these men were being sent to dig, and pose as a captive.
Are you mad?
Only stubborn. Here, take this.
What do I do with it?
It is a Hidma token. Those who understand its value will do what is in their power to help. I will send these men to regroup at the watermill on the northern outskirts. A rebel stronghold. You are welcome there.
Wafakak Allah.
Barakallahu fiq.
لكني سأضطر إلى لقائك يا لجرأة ذلك كثيرا مع نظام الضغط أعتقد أن الأوضاع
Hey! I'll silence you! بالله أنا تحلى ببعض الأدب
There you are!
أيها الأولاد دعي الإزعاج يتعامل الحارس معك
I'll hack you to bits!
Insufferable talk.
You want to escape?
Where? The guy's
Roshan and Fulad will want to hear of these developments. They are looking for me.
If I were in Ali's position, I would do the same. An army is only as powerful as its weakest soldier.
Assalamu alaikum, Basim.
Wa alaykum assalam, Ahmad. How was your journey?
I am Abu Jafar.
Right. My apologies. Is there a problem?
Not yet. But we've discovered Ali was brokering a deal with Noor to supply the rebels with resources in exchange for his help.
The Order is a thorn in his side, yes, but Ali has his sights set on the Khilafah. He will want us to honor this deal.
What news do you bring?
Our target is Al Ghul. He uses prisoners and laborers to dig around Baghdad. Ali and some of his men were captured and marked. With Beshi's help, I freed them. But Ali had been taken elsewhere for questioning. One of the rebels showed me his mark. If this list of captives is correct, Ali was sent to the Damascus Gate prison.
Where are these rebels now?
A watermill, on the northern outskirts.
I will meet with them. See what more I can learn about this deal. Find Ali.
The Damascus Gate prison is the most well-guarded prison in Baghdad. This will prove to be no small challenge, I can tell you. I will scout ahead. Meet me near the prison's front gate.
A moment of your time before you go, Basim. I have some useful thoughts to share.
You have my ears.
First, I have fashioned a board with information brought to us by our spies around the city. Consult it at your leisure. Second, these lands are ripe with materials to improve your weapons. See the blacksmith Jawar nearby. He could help you. And lastly, I am your man for any tool enhancement. Bring me materials, and you will see what mastery I can provide.
resourceful as always. My thanks, Abu Ja'far. Fulad has gone ahead to scout a way into the Damascus Gate prison. I should find him, but before I do, it may serve me well to seek out this blacksmith. Any improvements he could offer would prove useful.
Alrighty, guys, just checking my mic. Give me a second, one more time. Alrighty, guys. Well, I did it this way to make it easier, but that is just gonna be kind of it. I just wanted to kind of try to get into the story a little bit. That's pretty much what I did. I got at least a decent amount of stuff completed, and so I thought that would be a good stopping point. Personally, I don't know how long I've been streaming for. I feel like I've been streaming a little bit decent amount of time, but that's just because of the delay of trying to figure out my situation with the headset. But I feel like definitely I can tell you guys this right now that if I can soon get like that little pole thing that I can put my phone on, TouchPod or whatever those things are called, that I can like kind of set it up in a way that it's recording through my screen or towards my screen. And so that's why because then I could do like those kind of streams and stuff, like the streams for specifically like the streams like PC streams, or if I plan on getting the Switch 2 system, then Switch 2 streams. But like I was saying before, this is a very high situation right now for myself. And because usually, and the other big reason is because I can't really do mouse and keyboard too much or too long when I'm with my big screen. Even though it's not like it's not really like a 65 inch or a 55 inch. I think it's like a 48 inch and stuff. So I'm like kind of telling myself that I feel like I should never, you know, I try not to do too long of streams like that. If I was to do a stream for mouse and keyboard, unless if like one day I get a smaller, way smaller, like a monitor or smaller, very much smaller TV, then possibly I could do mouse and keyboard for a little bit longer of a stream. Um, but um, but yeah, no, I do need to figure out something. I really do want to try to figure out if I need to get an actual like, because to be honest, like I do feel like I need to get a new headset, but at the same time, like I was saying before, if I'm planning on getting a PC or yeah, that kind of stuff, like I wouldn't be needing a headset because I'll be using my phone for streams from now on. So, like I said, there's just a lot of things. You know, I just wanted to do this stream was to kind of show you guys that I'm really excited for mouse and keyboard. Like my hands feel comfortable playing it. I don't get cramps. All that stuff. Yeah, it's definitely one of those things where like I don't know. I definitely feel like it's one of those things where like I'm just used to it now. Because I've been doing a lot of Call of Duty and stuff like that in the past through my PlayStation. Like I've been doing a lot of Call of Duty. I've been doing a lot of what else was there? Let's just say different stuff. So but like I said, I don't know what the situation's gonna happen. There's a good chance that I could, get my PC. That is going to be taking place after a lot of people are going to get their Switch 2 systems. So it's a very hard situation right now for myself. Because and in my personal opinion, at the same time, it's not going to be a really hard choice, personally. Because like I said, most of the games that I love to play, I'm able to play on my Steam Deck. And it's one of my big games is coming to PC, slash my Steam Deck, and that is Stellar Blade. So, most of the games that I literally love to play and I'm able to play between my PC and my Steam Deck is available already, so where some of those games like is not even available for Nintendo Switch 2. So that's why, like I said, there's just so many things that, like, because games like Hogwarts Legacy, Star Wars Battlefront 2, and so much other things, I see myself being very. It's gonna take me a long time to get a lot of this stuff done when I do buy them. Like when I get Star Wars Battlefront 2, I have the campaign and the multiplayer. I have, you know, um, the next Call of Duty game. I'm not gonna get Black Ops 6, but I'm gonna get whatever the next Call of Duty game is for PC. So later this year or next year, I will get the next Call of Duty game. And then, like I said, Stellar Blade. Um, finishing off the Kingdom Hearts games, whatever one but I'm only gonna get them when they're on sale. Like a lot of the games I'm gonna be buying are pretty much on sale. So far, the only big game that I'm gonna be buying pretty much, I think, or I'm hoping day one, depending on what the release date is is specifically Stellar Blade, being for PC and my Steam Deck. Um, that's my biggest one. Um, but yeah, no, my estimate time for to getting my, specifically getting my PC based on what I calculate calculator. Um, yeah, so the second week of June, I should be able to get a PC. Um, let's just say like, about less than a week after the Switch 2 comes out. At least less than, because like between pretty much the Switch 2, for if you get it in stores, is coming on June 4th. Um, and then if you don't like doing nighttime stuff, you can still go get it on June 5th. But then like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, between 4 to 5 days, I pretty much will be playing. Sorry, no. Yeah, pretty much between 4 or 5, or even 6, I will be able to um, get my PC right there and then. So, and yeah, so that's pretty much, like I said, that's pretty much what I'm, like no later than like Wednesday and that's June 11th, the same day that a lot of people will be getting at nighttime of their Nintendo Switch 2 system. So, not very, not too worried about like, oh, I'm not gonna be able to play Mario Kart World or this game or this stuff. Again, there's still a good chance I will still get the Switch 2 first, because, but like I was saying before, if I do plan on getting the Switch 2, because of my other stuff I'm planning on getting done, like getting my Power Ranger toys and some other stuff done too, um, it will just take me a little bit more time, like more closer to the end of this year, because like I said, it's not just the Power Ranger toys, it's not just the Switch 2, it's not about the games, it's physically like the other stuff too, like the OLED TV. And I would also have to put a little bit of money down on the other big thing is Destiny 2. Like, what am I gonna do that for? Because my dig, um, my dig. I don't know where dig came from. I think it's because I see desert and stuff. Because most people dig in the desert. I don't know why. It's kind of weird. But yeah, no. I definitely feel like I'm pretty much. Let's just say it this way. I am hyped for whatever is gonna happen. Um, like if I have to get the $100 edition for Destiny 2 down the line, and also as I'm also going to be getting my PC down the line, like I'm okay with that. But like I said, it means that there's not going to be a lot of games I'll be getting for the Switch for a while. And to be honest, like I said, it is personally my worry right now about that. So, um, because definitely like when it comes to Star Wars Battlefront 2, for example, I've played that so much on my PlayStation that I'm so bored of it. Where if I go on my, like, let's say if I go on PC to play it, I would be okay because I'm not max level. I'm not max level with, I'm not even in the yellow numbers with my, the assault heavy and Scout and stuff. So, you know, it just like that specifically shows you that like there's so many things for if I do get my PC, there's gonna be so much for myself to do. But the other reason why I will be if it really comes down to it, that I would be okay with is waiting for my PC and waiting for the $100 edition for Destiny 2. Um, but at the same time, it's just gonna suck personally, because I will definitely be very far behind by the time I get the Switch or the PC and the Destiny 2 stuff. So you know, we don't know. I don't know. You know, because to be honest, like I said before, when it comes to the Switch 2, the only games that I would be pretty much putting my money towards would then uh what's games? Pokemon and Metro Prime 4. And paying almost literally $550 for that stuff, or for the Switch 2 bundle, because it comes with Mario Kart 8. I mean Mario Kart World. Spending $550 just for myself, just to get 2 extra games, just 2. And the only reason why I'm saying those 2 specific games is because those ones are exclusive to the Nintendo Switch 2. Like, you can't play Mario Kart World on the Switch. You can't play Metro Prime 4. You can. I think it's Donkey Kong Bonanza. I think is the only game. I think Donkey Kong Bonanza and then the subscription for GameCube games is what's gonna keep people from not being able to trying to figure out what they want to get for the Switch and stuff. And again, if my friend, because again, the reason why I'm asking my friend is because like he's a PC player person. Well, yeah, not really a player, but more of a like knows about PCs. And the reason why I want to ask him is because it's like I want to tell him the options, like, you know, hey, I want to get this, but these are the reasons why I want to get this, but I also want to get this, and these are the reasons why I want to get this, and so hopefully he'll give me more of a better answer. Because right now, like, my mind is more heading towards PC over the Switch 2. But at the same time, I'm kind of worried about both, to be honest. And the reason why I'm afraid about both because there's a high chance that the Switch 2 might go up in price, because of the stupid tariff crap. Because we only have a certain amount more days left of the low money percentage of tariffs right now for the U.S. of the United States. And so I'm just like kind of thinking to myself, like, yeah, I don't know. I just like, again, I just told you guys also, like I said before, when I had my Switch here, I played on my Steam Deck. That's the thing. Like, I'm worried that if I got the Switch 2 bundle with the Mario Kart, I can stop saying 8, Mario Kart World, I'm afraid that I just spent $550 and now it's like I'm not even using it that much. Because I know for a fact that if I was to get a PC with all the insane amount of games that I'm ready to play and stuff, I'm ready to go. You know, I'm ready to play. I'll be very hyped. I would have my drinks ready. I would have my soda ready or something. You know, boom, 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 boom. You know, kind of preparing myself ready to go. But it's like like right now, like between my PlayStation, Xbox, and my Steam Deck, I play more on my PlayStation and my Steam Deck than the Xbox. So, and definitely like when I did have my Switch 2 until I let my friend sell it to so he can get his pre-order in. Um, I just because I just don't I never used it. Like it was getting dusty. It was even my Xbox controllers getting dusty. I had to blow it off multiple times already before. Like I had to blow it off like at least like 3 or 4 times. Like it was crazy. And then I also had to um oh my God. And I usually don't, usually when I use systems, they're not that much dirty because I'm using it so much. Like my PS5 controller is you barely even dusty because I'm using it so much. I'm using all the controls, blah 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 blah, that you can kind of see right here now. Um, so I just like, you know, I'm just like kind of saying like it's one of those things where like I am excited for the Switch 2 I feel like just for the people that love or that only have the chance to be able to play the Switch, because not a lot of people well, I shouldn't say a lot of people. There's a little bit amount of people that are not able to get the PCs, and even like the cheaper ones too, like below like $600 to $700 ones either. Like it's not easy for most people. So, but like for me, it's like I've had Switches over the past, and again, I play more on my Steam Deck than I do on my Switch systems. And don't get me wrong, I might definitely plan on getting like the Nintendo Switch or the Switch Lite, maybe to kind of, or definitely if it comes down to like with the price, if they drop the prices and stuff for the Switch 2 system down the line, like maybe during like the holidays or something, maybe I might pick one up during the holidays and stuff because by then I would have like most of my stuff already paid and stuff. Like my PC, monitor, games, my Power Ranger toys, OLED TV's already done. Like I feel like I would have a lot of stuff done by then. So sorry, I'm trying to breathe. But but like I said, it's just there's you know it's kind of stressing me out a little bit though. Kind of trying to decide which direction I want to go. Um, so, but at the same time, I do have time to think about it. I don't have to think about it like right now because it's still the beginning of May. I know next week will be officially kind of starting the start of in the middle of the month of May, as of next week. Um, or sorry, as of tomorrow. Um, but then definitely when we get to that following, we'll get more closer and closer to June. So, you know, slowly but surely, I need to continue to think about like what am I gonna be planning on doing and stuff like. And that's why I also am gonna, like I said, I'm gonna check in with my friends, see what I should do. Should I get the PC if I'm gonna be playing it more, or should I get on my Switch? Even though maybe not gonna be playing so much. Like I'll play it sometimes, but not so much. Cause like I said, when I had my Nintendo Switch OLED, I'll say this right now. When I had my Switch OLED, I was mainly on my PlayStation 24/7. I did play a little bit of Switch OLED. Like I said, I did play a good chunk of it here and there, but not like my PlayStation right now and my Steam Deck. Like literally just this morning, no joke. Like literally this morning, right before I got my coffee, I literally got my Steam Deck and started playing Resident Evil Village for a little bit and stuff. Like you can kind of just like it's just like it's one of those things where like this should just tell me right there that I personally think getting the PC and sticking with PlayStation and PC is the best option. Um, sorry, again, I need to breathe. And then I need water actually real fast. Give me a second. That was what I definitely needed, was water. But yeah, no, I definitely really need to figure this stuff out soon or later, because the sooner that I make the decision, the better, because mainly because definitely as it gets closer of, like, for example, like the last week of May, for example. The last week of May, like the next week is literally the Switch 2 launch, and I still haven't figured out what I want to do. That's not a good idea. Pretty much my latest time that I need to think about it is pretty much 2 weeks from today. May 24th will be pretty much the date that I need to make sure what do I want to do. Because then that gives me the chance of, like, okay, if I pick my PC or if I pick the Nintendo Switch 2, perfect. You know, I just have to wait a week and 4 days. Or 5 days. Between a week and 4, or a week and 5. Who knows? But then, you know, if I pick PC, then I would pretty much have to wait 1, 2, pretty much the same thing, like 2 weeks. Well, no, an extra week actually. Because if I make the decision on the 24th, 1 week would be the 31st, second week would be the 7th, and then by the 11th, or between the 9th or the 11th, is when I will be able to, you know, make the decision of if I'm going to do the piece, you know, because, like, again, I'm not too worried. Personally, that entire week is actually going to be busy anyways, because even though June 5th is the launch of the new Switch system, June 6th is going to be Summer Game Fest, and June 8th, I think it was, for Xbox Showcase. I have to double check on that. It's been a while since they posted anything, so might be a while before I find it. No. To be honest, it really feels like it might be a while before I find. Plus, like I was saying before too, like I really, really do need to figure out if I want to do this PC thing, because the reason why is because it really is going to depending on it is going to really depend on maybe the Game Awards said something. Summer Game Fest said something, maybe. Because I know they're starting to post stuff about Summer Game Fest, so I'm pretty hyped about it. But yeah, no, it is confirmed for June 6th, though. I wonder if they said a date, time. I don't think they said a time yet, though. Again, it's not even close to June yet. Okay, here we go. Okay, so I was right. Okay, so it is the 8th. Okay. Yeah, so it is the 8th. And that's perfect, because now I know that is perfect. So yeah, so June 6th is the Summer Game Fest. June 8th is the Xbox Showcase, but then there's going to be like a small showcase a little bit after on a certain game. I think it's called like the Outer Rim 2, I think it is. I briefly looked at it. I just like looked at the dates of the Xbox Showcase, and that was like it. But yeah, so June 6th is the Summer Game Fest. Usually they're in the afternoon anyway, so around like 2, 3 o'clock, Pacific time, PM Pacific time. So, and then the Xbox Showcase I think is at 10 o'clock in the morning. I'll give you guys an update about that soon when I do figure out about my situation with the Switch 2 and PC stuff. Um, but yeah, that's on June 8th. And that's all we know so far. And you can kind of see right there. So from June 8th, nothing after that so far. But waiting 3 more days after that, I feel like I would be fine waiting 3 days after so many big announcements from the Summer Game Fest, from the Xbox Showcase. I feel like I would be okay of waiting 3 days to see if to definitely see if um for the PC and stuff. Um, and again, I don't know how much other stuff I will be able to get that day. That's the only other thing I don't know. Um, so, my hope is to try to maybe get a game or two, like Stellar Blade, and maybe like some smaller games like Star Wars Battlefront 2, in case if it's on sale and stuff. Definitely with it being June, a lot of games are usually on sale during June's Summer Game Fest. So, um, and so yeah, so like I said, it's still as of next week, or as of tomorrow, it'll be officially the mid-week of May, the middle of the week of May. So I would definitely keep you guys updated as we get closer. But like I said, I will do another video. Like I feel like I would like to do a video tomorrow, but it's gonna be a small video, like maybe in the morning or something. Like I said, like after I call, get my, call my mom, get my coffee, and then after I get my coffee, like, or what I'm gonna do is like make the coffee, call my mom, and then after I get my like fully, pour my coffee, make the coffee and stuff. That's when I will pretty much, yeah, that's pretty much when I will do my stream for Fortnite Battle Royale. And yeah, so that's pretty much again, I don't think there's going to be any updates from now until that morning, tomorrow morning. So I really don't think so, unless it's something about for my PC stuff, of like more and more reasons that I'm going to be getting the PC. So we'll see. But yeah, so for now, guys, until tomorrow's morning video for Fortnite, Fortnite for Star Wars stuff, the gaming update shows up. I'm out too. I'll catch you guys in the next one. All right, peace.